Episode 7. So, I already went ahead and talked to Dutch. That was the very next mission, so you guys haven't really missed anything. He just went on about, I don't know, a bunch of baloney, so now he wants me to follow him. So, we'll see what's up with this, and, hopefully we get to do some more killing, because I like the shooting. The shooting and the killing is the best part of this game.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along.
Always green, crushing, and bubble bursting.
Let's go, Igor.
Isaiah, let's go fishing.
Go fishing?
Let me show you how it's done.
We could have done that right there.
Passing you. Yeah, okay.
Ha!
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool. Oh.
hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
I see.
Well, look who it is.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy. Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away. And
I'll
not
do my
shoot.
best,
You
boy.
hear me?
I'll do my best.
Come on, hurry.
I am just but a man.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
Sorry, man. I only got 1 horsepower.
So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
Holy
You
sh...
said plenty.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here.
Oh, damn.
That must have hurt. Leave them. Stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train. You see the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me?
Heck yeah.
Me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
God bastard! I didn't do nothing! Ah! Got you now! Get the hell off!
Stay on them.
Well, it doesn't make much sense to just leave him there. I mean, I don't...
Where you gonna run?
I he's just gonna get up and run. Oh, hell yeah. That's gonna slow me down.
Go on, don't lose them.
Bastard!
Oh, I did not...
Damn bastard.
What's up?
Get the hell away from me!
Oh, come on. How's that my fault? You freaking fell. That's dumb. I don't see how I could have prevented him from falling off. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta sit here and redo this part just because he fell off the side of the train. That doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, if he fell off, the other 2 fell off. I don't see what the big deal is.
Come on, shitbag!
Come here, you wily sumbitch.
Bastard!
Damn bastard.
Get the hell away from me!
Yo. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it again, and this time I'm gonna try and not get beat up, because that seems to be the issue here.
You're only making it worse.
Come on, Mr. Callahan. I'm
Why can't I just shoot one of them, you know? Like, just let me shoot him. Let me shoot him in the leg.
Come on, shitbag!
damn bastard.
Get the hell away from me!
Have this.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Ah, bro, I swear, I thought...
I'm coming for you next!
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
We need to bother. Let me go! Can't do that. I'll smash your face in.
Don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Watch yourself. He's as dirty as they come.
Oh, oh my God, he's slicing me, bro. How am I gonna not kill him, bro? This dude's about to, like, slit my throat. Yo. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's my fault. I shouldn't have stumped him out. That's my bad. Got a little bit carried away. Damn, I've had to retry this mission, what, 3 times?
I'm coming for you next.
Come here, Thor.
Guess it's just us then, lawman. Come here. You ain't need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Let me at him. Come on now. I'm ready to throw hands.
Try at least.
Are you sure?
Do it.
Oh my God. Yo. Yo, what?
Nobody will recognize you when I'm done.
He's gonna kill me in here, watch. I'm gonna have to redo this again.
Kill him. Need some gin? Come on.
That's what I thought, pussycat boy.
Everything all right in there?
Yeah, but we good.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Oh, damn.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
What now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train.
Oh, hell
There you
no.
go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
Alright.
About the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, we just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
We're gonna bear left here. Easy. Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Something like
We're
that.
gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Oh my gosh, what?
Come on, partner. Before
Golly.
he wakes up.
I'm sorry, it won't let me move my horse any faster than this.
Sooner you get him off your horse, sooner we can get him in a cell.
Jesus.
Carry him over then.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great.
Well, I mean, that's the whole reason I came.
Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you
So-
were talking about? Kinda like this place.
Okay.
It's very
let's see if
dusty.
we can avoid any more excitement.
And there's horse crap on the roads.
Vern's poor horse got bit by a snake. His balls blew up the size of balloons before it died.
Of course, my horse is the one over there being...
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Get over here, jeez.
Did you say something? The wind's making it hard to hear.
I wish the wind would stop for just a minute.
It's dusty over here.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still. And it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
What are you doing? Whoa. Hey, get out of the way. So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gregg?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
It was quite the ride just to come and fish in the same lake that we could have fished
Saw
at
some boats
back
around
at
last
camp.
time. Be good to get to deeper water.
It would be, but I don't see any boats, so I
Those the
don't...
boats, you mean?
Yes. Good.
Okay, alright, I guess...
Go on.
Yep. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
Strong with a good old worm.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
You got a bite there, Arthur. Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
It's actually kind of fun.
Okay, that was a bite. There he is.
Well, what is that?
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that.
Trout.
Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that.
Damn it, I lost him.
Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Smallmouth.
You can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Arthur's got a bite. Nice, you hooked him.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further
We'll do one more
we
cast and
end
then we'll
up.
head out of here.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha.
Thank you, boys.
You said we were gonna borrow it.
Jose,
Now we're taking it.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well,
Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Naked is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men who do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. Oh, bravo! Bravo! You know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we know too much fun. All right. I think we're gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. Just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
North Elizabeth was fixated on...
Let me take a look at the map. Actually, guys, I think I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I will be back on later.
Captain, did they do things differently in the Navy?
Yeah, they let the ladies in port.
Aha. All right. I'll be back on later.